support for for this error handling. So we will be talking about same topic. Okay, the same topic we will be talking about. So error handling, we just talked about last class, right? Which is a for each looping statement we understood for bulk requirement, correct? The script we are able to writing now, we are able to find the script, write script, and we are having a confident to modify the script based on our requirement. Isn't it? We are getting confident, right? So when we get the requirement, we will be find the right script and we can able to modify. Then we achieve that as per our requirement, correct? And with the help, many script you have seen that is in error handling, right? Which we talked about the last class, basic things, error handling. So today we will be talking about same topic, in detail, PowerShell error handling, correct? So let's begin with this. So whatever the topic you discuss this for each and catch, try, catch, and finally we'll talk about now. So basically, when you wanted to work on that PowerShell error handling, just to understand the basic things of the error, error handling, whatever error occur, right? Default in a PowerShell, it will stored on $error. Okay, and the process, this $error will store in array format. Array format means what? It would be a 0, start with 0. First error, how it is going to be happening here? Last error, it will store under the first. Now say for example, if you got error 1, okay, if you got the error 2, if you go to the error 0, right? Now how it is going to store here? The 1 become under, it would be stored under the 0. When you type $error array 0, you would get for the first error what you got it. Okay, last error you would get for this, it will be keep on increasing 1 and 2, right? So this format. Now you got the error 1, you got the error 2, and you got the error 3. Now you wanted to find that exact error, you can type this $0 and it would give you that is in which place that error was array format place, you would get that error. So example, if you see, now we will generate the error now. Okay, if I say type $error, now there is no information in this, correct? I don't have anything. Now I just give that is in wrong command, that okay, 2 error occurred. Now as I said, the error format, it is start with error, right? Start with always start with 0 in a array format. We have a 2 error now, right? We have 2 error. So when you type this $error, you would be able to see this all the error information. $error is a default one, right? Now this is, you see, latest error one, it would store under the first array format. Now this is the last array, last error, and this is the previous latest one, right? This one. You getting my point? So this is AHF is a first one, and the last one is, it's basically stored under last error, it would store under this 0. And this previous one, it going to store under the 1. So now specifically I wanted to find the latest error. How do I check it? I can say $error and array, I would say 0, and it would give you that is this one. Last error, it's stored under the first error. It means 0 error. Now, if I have one more error, it's the place get changed. Now is one more error is going to store here. Now this is going to shift into the 0. Now you have again for 3 error occurred. Now we have 3 error occurred, right? So error earlier, the last one was 0. Now this become a second. Now this become a 1 and this become a 0. Getting my point? 3 and this become a 0. Now if you one more error occurred, what is going to happen here? Error 4. Now this become a 4. This become a 3. This become a 2 and this become a 0. So last error would store under the 0. Let's see this. Now this DLK is one more error occurred. If you type the $error. Now see this. This is DLK is comes under first. Now type here $error 0. Now it would give the display for the latest error. Correct? See this? And if I type fourth one error, right? This is become a first. It would store under the 0 now. Now if I wanted to type fourth one, I need to find the oldest one, and this will be the first one, whatever error we occurred. This will be understored. This one, FSHA. If you see this, $error array number 4. If you type, you would get the first error what we received it. Oh, sorry, 0, 1. This should be 2. This should be 3. Correct? Let's see this 3. It would be, there's 4, nothing is there. That's what is not giving error. If it's 3, it would give the first error. See this? The previous one. Right? So this is a very basic level to understand that how that is in whatever error occurred, it would store under the variable called as a $error. But now how do we handle our actual script? How it's going to help us? Now, if you go to the PowerShell script console, now default method, what is the processing here? When we have the continuous script or multiple line script, right? Get hyphen process and get hyphen process. And these are all multiple line of the script. Now, what is the actual default process? Within this script, if any error occurred, script will not terminate. It will process and move forward and keep on executing next line executing the script. Correct? Now get hyphen service is a right commandlet. Get PRC is a not correct commandlet, but it is, we know the expected error here. And script will not stop here. And it would give you error with a default red color comment, red color statement, then move forward and it will keep on continue with your continue for next line. Correct? Now see this. This is default method. Correct? It's a continue the script. We know that is in wherever that error occurred, it is not stopping, it is not terminating my script. And get hyphen service is executed. Yes, it is processed. And second commandlet is wrong. We know that it is giving you error. But script will not stop and move forward, executing the next line and processing. Again, it is moving next line and see this. We got the error. These are the default error occurred and is keep on processing for the next commandlet. But it is not actually, we don't need it, right? It is not actually needed. We need to handle this error right? To if the actual what we are going to do here in our script, any error occurred, we need to manage or handle with a proper customized information or comment. Okay, instead default error. To do this, we would be using try, catch, and finally. So there is a format is try. You should have a script, and in this script, any error occurred, immediately terminate. It will move to catch, and in this, whatever you have updated, whatever your statement you are giving, whatever statement you are giving, that is going to be executed. And close this. And the finally is optional. You can use it, depends on the requirement. So what was our goal is, we have the default script we written here, example. We know that is in, if any error is occurred, we don't need to have a default error statement. This, we don't need this. What was that? The term hit server is not recognized. We don't want to this red color statement. Instead, if any error occurred, we want it to be make the customized message to understand what error was occurred. Say for example, now this is the actual my script. If I use try, the moment you use a try, and you should use this bracket, and the moment you use a try, you should use a catch, and you can use for this format. Now what's the processing here? If you use a try, this would be terminating the script when error occurred. Now this will be processing. We know this is error. The moment is error occurred, the script will be terminated, moving to the line number 9, catch, and whatever you written here, right, -host, you can tell that is in what you want it to be. Please enter the correct commandlet. Instead of default error format, error statement, I wanted to manage to give a proper message. Now see this. Now if I execute it now, we know that this is going to execute it. We know the line number 5 is wrong. It is error occurred. The moment to error occurred, script will be terminated, and it will move to the next line number 9, which is catch. And what you return in the line number 11, it would display it. So we are handling error with a customized message. See this? Earlier it was giving me that is in red color statement default error message. Now we know that is an error occurred, but we handle it to provide the correct message from the, we say this, please enter the correct commandlet. We know that is error occurred here. So this will help us to, when we actual script is written, right? Now we have run the script for the previous one. The script we are running for, say for example, find the patch KB article, KB, specific KB from multiple server, right? Multiple servers. Now we know that is an SRV01 is not connected, but it's giving you error. The error is giving you RPC server unavailable, right? RPC server unavailable. It is giving you that red color comment. Yes or no? Instead of this default PowerShell error with the red color statement. Information. Instead, we need to manage or handle to display to display customized message or information. So we know that if the server unavailable, the wherever server is not available, we can tell that, okay, unable to connect, server SRV01, unable to connect. Please contact help desk. This make easy to understand while displaying the error. Instead, this uh, default red color error, we need to handle this with the help of try, catch, and finally. Is it understood? Basic format, basic concept. Is it understood this?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
just see this. This is our script. Okay, so what is the script here? Connecting to server name, and okay, this is one we were talking about, correct? So if I'm executing this script here, connecting to server desktop and connecting to server SRV1, it would give error. See this hotfix. This is server RP server unavailable. Is statement is giving error. This is giving error. We don't want give this default error. See this. Instead, we wanted to manage. Instead, we wanted to have a customized message. And how do I do this? So if you understood the concept of this, can we handle it? Yes or no? This will be PowerShell February 25 class 7. Okay, let's take this. I'm going to save this script. Save as under my latest class. Okay. Error .ps1. Okay. Now let it be this file under this same path. We have the server list here, b colon PowerShell. February 7 server list. Okay, let's take this. All right, now copy this. We'll change to the path to our class. Okay, copy this. Just a second. This folder has to be renamed with underscore. Okay. And let's edit this file. I'll put this second. Okay. Now save this. All right. Now this is executing, which is I can see this with the status with the error handling. The PowerShell error handling. Okay. Server list. Right. Let's why it is not saving this. You can just save as. Okay, we rename that folder name. That's what is not able to give you. PowerShell 2025 class 9. Okay, save this 1.ps1. All right. Okay, just save this. Now just execute it with this error handling server list. Okay, now type the server list, $server list. We have the server name, right? And we are using the for each looping statement, right host connecting to server. And this is my header name under the list. And we are connecting to the server one by one. Let's execute this. Okay, server one, we know this, we are getting error, right? We know the error getting for server two. So it should getting the result. So KB should get the result, right? This desktop, we should get the, we have this is KB056, right? Get hyphen hotfix. It should give that information, correct? What is that line here? 576. We don't have 576. Okay, let's take this one example. Okay. SRV01 error. SRV02 error. Perfect. Okay, this is what exactly coming here. What we can do, just little cosmetic for this. Okay, let's process this further server. Right, now what we need to do, background color, and we can just set this green. Let's see how this my script is processing here. Connecting server to SRV01, it's getting error. Yes, we know this. We are getting error. Yes, we know this. And third server is executed. It is existed and its information is given to me. And fourth one is also getting error. Fifth one is also getting error. Now this script I wanted to bring under my error handling. What is the actual concept here? We do not want to displaying the default error with a red color information, right? Yes or no? This is what our concept to be discussed, correct? In our script, any error occurred, we need to manage or handle with a proper customized comment instead default error. For that, we were using for try catch and finally. We understood how the try catches works, correct? We understood how the try catches works, right? And now, just very simple, bring this script to in our error handling. Bring this script to error handling. How do we bring this script to error handling? Where do I add my try and where do I add my catch and where do I add my finally? Finally, you can use the optional, but you use that is in only try and catch. So how do I use it?
In try, we have to add the servers.
Sorry.
In try, we have to add the server names.
Correct. So where do I add it? Try. So my entire script should bring into the try, correct?
Yes.
To handle this entire script with error handling, I should bring this script in the try catch.
Try.
So now for each, the looping statement started and I should bring this entire into this. I can make it try here. The moment you use a try, you can open the bracket and you can close the bracket. Correct? And we know that is an error occurred. The moment you use this try, you can use a catch. And then you should update here. You should update here. What do you wanted to update here? Right hyphen host. What you wanted to
Customized
type
machine.
here? You can customize meshes, right? So you can type anything. Server unable to connect. Unable to connect. Please contact. Server is not reachable. Or whatever not reachable. Whatever message you want to.
Server variable name, which are the server is not able to connect, and that server name we can dynamically provide.
Sorry, please.
The server name is not available. Those servers name we can
Yes.
provide dynamically here.
Those server name dynamically.
We can it can call it and display here.
Yes, you can display here. Whichever server is not able, you can see this displaying here. SRV01, SRV02, correct? We are displaying that error. That's what we are, this right hyphen host connecting to server, $server dot server name. That is going to reach to the server name and it's giving you that error, correct? And it is trying to reach that server. It is giving you this message because server is not a network. So now we need to customize message. Server is not reachable. Please contact help desk. Just for the simple, understanding this. So whichever server is now, the goal is to, I do not want to display this error, default error. Okay. I do not want to display this custom display default error. I wanted to make the customized error, right? And try, open and close bracket. And you should be using for this, my entire for loop statement is close it here. So try, you are bringing that entire script within this bracket, and you know that is in whichever servers are not able to connect, is immediately is shift to or move to that is line number 11 and processing for this message. Again process, since we are using the for each looping statement, going back, connecting this next server, and if it's got error and moving to the line number 11 and customize the message and processing it and going back to the checking another server and connecting the next server, and we got the error line number 8 and it's shifting to again for the line number 11 and processing. Is that understanding this? Now we should get that very simple here. We just use the try and catch, and with the help of these two try and catch, we are completely handling our script. Instead this giving you red color statement in a default error, and we are making to display in the customized message which what we needed, correct? Now let's see this. Earlier we were getting the error. Now we got the error server 01. It is immediately script is moving to the line number 11 and displaying the message. See this? Is the script looks good comparatively previous one?
Yes.
Now if the script is given to someone, it will help us instead of that error showing. So this script can able to execute the production environment. So whichever servers, you see this, all the servers is displaying, and whichever servers are in network, it would give the result, and whichever servers not in network, it would give this customized message. And we should also understand whichever servers are not available in the network, are not able to connecting. If the requirement come to you, you have deployed the patches in the last weekend, and you don't know that is in how many servers you have the 100 server list, and you don't know that how many servers are this patch is successfully installed or not. The script is make you to help to verify that is in all the 100 server, verifying this KB specific installed or not.
Yes.
This specific KB, when it was installed, and what was the computer name it is giving you. Is it easy to giving information from all the 100 server?
Yes.
So you wanted to check all 200 server, increasing 100 plus. Do you need to change anything on the script? You just need to increase the number of servers list in the server list, right?
Yes, we have to add the servers and serverless.
You get the clear information what you needed. It easy method.
Yes.
And with the help of this, you can achieve anything, because you might be seeing the design when you download, when you take the script from the chat GPT, take the script from the Google, you would might be seeing the try and catch. So you understood what purpose we are using the try and catch.
Yes, for error handling.
That's it. Just clear?
Yes.
Now I have one question. So do we have any question on this?
Neil, can't we use the try command before for each? Won't work?
Okay, let's say this.
Yeah, before for each. Because that also script only, right?
Correct. If you use a try there. Okay. If you use a try, and you should end with this here, and for each looping statement you should end here. Correct? And catch here. Let's say this. So if you are using, see this is the right question, and you understood the concept here. No, any can answer anyone. Why? It's a server is terminated. I mean, the script is terminated.
This is
You
because
understood
for
why I
each
need to using this try within the loop. Why it's
for each
outside the loop?
statement is ended because of the flower bracket.
No, not flower bracket. The
We
try
have
and
get
catch is concept is whenever the error is occurred, it will be terminated, move forward. This was like this. Like this. But why you are using this within the loop? You need to again go back and check the next server. You need to go back and check the another server, right? Now we are not going to terminating here. We need to again go back, check the second server. We need to go, that looping should be start, right? Yes or no? Hence you should be using this try after the for each. That's a simple method. You have to use for try and use it. Now see, when you're using this try within the looping statement, then the process going to happening. Again, it would go to the earlier without using try catch, but my script has to looping one by one server, go and check it. Hence, this try catch and has to be bringing into the within the looping statement. Get me point? Hence, I need to bring this try within the looping statement. For each, open bracket, try, open bracket, close, and you should bring this entire script under the within the looping statement. You clear? You understood why it is been
Yes, yes.
needed within the, now see this script is here. First server one is error occurred. Now customize message. Now within the looping, going back again checking. See this is the process going to happening. But still I have one question. If you don't have, just I have raised one question here.
Yes.
No. Question is, we know this error, that's what we have updating. What happened if we don't know the error? Right? We know this is error, unable to connecting. We are giving the customer message, yes, fine. But how about in a think about 200 line, 300 line script? How this script should understand is exactly error is finding. I need to make this customized message. You getting my question?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now we understood, it's again with the basic level. Okay, we understood how to handle the default error to manage displaying customized message. Correct? Correct? Clear? This is the clear, correct? So we understood, we use it, and whatever the server, we know that server was not able to, but I don't know that what error would be occurring, right? So when you are become a developing, you know that is in if something happened, right? Something error occurred, and we should put that exception. So Microsoft has, remember, Microsoft, this PowerShell developer who started, right? She has already tested all the cases, and each error, no matter what kind of script you're writing, each error, they have defined exception. Every error, exception. So what is that exception here? Specific exception. So what is the specific exception here? When you type $error pipeline, select star. Now every error has an exception. Now just carefully read this. Okay. We have this error. What is that error here? You see the exception here. They have written system.management automation common not found exception. Command not found exception. What was that error? This error. And same things for next error. This is system.management automation not exception. And for this also it is giving you same maximum how many. 1 second. Only 1 second. Guys, just understanding here, right? So we know that is in default error how to handle it, but little more advanced error handling. Every error has that exception. Every error has an exception. System.management automation. This is one error. Now same things. The earlier we got the error connection, which is computer, right? Earlier we got that is in RPC server unavailable error, correct? So if you see this $error, if you type it here, you see earlier the RPC server unavailable, correct? So what was that server RPC unavailable? $error and select star. Now what is that exception he's written here? The system runtime inter op services com exception, correct? For this error, this is the exception. So maximum all the use cases, every specific error has exception. Now if I put the catch and this exception, okay, if I put this exception, which exception? Just see this system dot this one, you need to put here into this exception. Can I get this message? Remember, the whatever error occurred and that catch exception is a match, then only it will give the result, otherwise it won't. So understanding that every error, when you go into the bigger level, which is developing part, every error has the exception. We need to test first before we bring into the production. We need to test the script completed, and if we analyze, it might be getting error due to this region, this reason, then we need to put the specific error exception in the script and to displaying the correct message. You getting my point? This point? Confusion? Now this is I'm talking about little advanced level developing point of view, right? Now there might be you seen that is in they will be written catch this kind of exception, and this exception and your error should match. If it is not match, you won't get this right. Now see this, this exception is related for what? It is related for what? Which is the commandlet is not recognized, but for this error, but the actual error is computer not connecting, that is coming here system runtime, but that is not matching here, does is going to execute it, is going to be finally, okay, you can write it here, this is optional, okay, this kind of right -host, so unable to process, just to end it. Now when it is going to be processed as per my current scenario, requirement, now what you need to do, if this error a match with actual catch, now you put this exception, okay, copy this, now type here this message, now you can type something here, okay, non-relevant error. Now you would be able to understanding here, okay, just put this finally optional. It is understanding that exact error plus exception should match it, then only you would be getting. Now we know that error is occurring for server 1, so error is occurred, and as I said, the moment to error occur, it should go to the catch, but it will verify the catch exception is that error and this exception is match, then it would give that is in information. If not, moving to the next catch, if that error and exception is a match, it will process. So maybe when you download the script, if you've seen this kind of exception of the each error, then you should understand that it is written the respective error, the exception should match, then only it would give the result. Let's see this. So did you see that is in second line number 12 is displaying? Did you see this line number 12 is displayed? Did you see that line number 12 is displayed? It is not displayed because that was not the error. Now see here. If you put that something different here in this script, okay, the one we used earlier one here, right? Now we know that is actual exception, okay, the catch. Now you can put this one example. This one you can put it, which is non-relevant error to understand for you. Okay. Right. Now we got the error, but this is not a relevant exception, isn't it? But can I get this displaying here? Should I get the display for this? We got the error. We got the error. And the script should move to the next catch. If you are not using this, not using the exception, obviously it would go to the default one next catch only. But we need to understand that the specific error, it should match with the right exception, and then only you should get the display. Now you see this, can you get the or not? See, it is not recognized. That process is been error occurred, but this catch is not matching here. And it is not displaying at all. But you can use this exception. You can go to the next catch. Next catch. And type your right exception. Which one is system.management? Use this one. Okay, catch. And this is the relevant error. Now this should be going to display it. Now see this. See, you getting my point? Every error has the exception. That exception has to be matched. And whatever that exception matches, message is given to you, it's going to display. This is what I need to understand you. But maybe you might see it was not only catch. Catch is just for the default one. And whatever message you are writing, it will give you. But we need to understand some of the time it is giving you this kind of in your script written. What it is, you should not be confused. Okay, what is this return system.runtime? These are all every script or every error within the script, every error. It is already designed, already it is developed. And we as a script writer, developer, we understood if any error occurred, we need to test all the use cases. And if all the use cases, one of the error is identified, and that error exception has to be bring into the script. Is this clear? Yes, clear, guys.
Yeah.
Error handling as well as advanced error handling with the exception.
Okay. What's the key for the exception for the $error?
$error space select star. I'll just give you this to exception here. $error. Okay, select star. It would give you each error that exception. Okay, this one. And when you developing the script, when you are managing some more automation, right, you should generate those error and see this is exception and bring into the script. This has to be understand little advanced level.
Neil, sorry for interruption. Okay, this exceptions, this is error output is always
by default
the same.
It is already developed. It's as I said, all the use cases Microsoft is already integrated. You see this, I think written, we understood it how to write, and Microsoft PowerShell. Okay, Microsoft PowerShell developer, each error is defined. It's a default specific exception. Default each error, no matter how many errors, whatever you have, that is thousands, lakhs together errors already designed, already tested, and they have given the exception name, a specific error, right? That specific exception. And we should know that we need to first generate that error first. We need to generate the error and we need to find that is in what would be the exception. Now this is like you are building a mechanism. Now you are manufacturing one car, example, or bike, right? You will be test all aspect, yes or no, before bringing to the production. You are testing all aspect, all use cases, and there are chances when you bring into the production, you might see that there is a bug which is unknown, which is not tested, and is going back to the again production. They will be adding to the, okay, this is additional use cases we have added, and they will be going to test for that also. You have seen this kind of cases. Maximum cases 99% they would be tested all aspect. There are chances 1%, 0.5% would be there. Based on that, you in a Microsoft technology, you might have seen that is in, or you can see the developing of any of the software, right? If a user trying to wrong password, we should get one generate the default message. If your network disconnected, all the, and take a best example of chat GPT or AI, artificial intelligence. What is doing that? You should feed that is in whatever you wanted to be. First you need to feed them, you need to train them, and whatever information you feed it, and whatever you ask the questions, if it is that already there, then it would give the result. That is actually is happening, correct? You have to first feed me all the use cases. If in that use cases anything question would ask, and I'll be answerable. If that is not there, then again developer go back, and this is additional exception, we need to add it, keep on adding. Like this AI is generated. Is this clear? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, just to understand, if you taken the script from the Google for your requirement, you might see this kind of, and you should be able to understand. Now you very much confident why they have used it. Yes or no? This catch is exception used for the different error. This catch exception is a right error. That's what the script is moving to the immediately line number 16. This is not going to read for the line number 12 because it's not matching. Correct? This error and this exception is not matching, and moving forward next catch, you can use a multiple catch in your script until you match your error and your exception. This is a one case, and might be you in your script is a computer or command line is wrong, then it should be in your script. If the command line is wrong and you feel that error is occurring, then it should go and read this line number 12. And in your script is a computer unable to connecting, and this should error occurred, and it should go on line number 16, and this error should display. Like that, you have 100 use cases, you should be able to add those catch with exception, and you can ready with the script. And any use cases, if you got the error, the right display name, right exception match and right display name has to be matched. Clear? Good to go?
Yes.
All right. So now, so far we discussed, this is for the first and second phase is completed. We all talked about, understood that is in bigger requirement, error handling, everything. We are getting the information so far, right? Getting the information or read the information from multiple servers, right? And we are reaching to the multiple server, we are checking and we are getting the information, but we are not modifying remotely. Okay, so for we need to modify, we need to do some changes, we need to modify or changes on multiple server remotely or from the script, from using script. Correct? So such requirement we should be using, we should be handling for You should know that remote session. So we'll talk about next class. So this remote session will help you. So far we just directly reaching to the server and we are getting the information, but we wanted, there's a requirement come to you. Okay, we found this KB and the service, specific service was stopped all the server, and I need to start the server quickly, all the server. That's I'm modifying this. Start the specific service, that impacted service,